Hey sis, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a super easy drugstore, no foundation makeup look. Now, the goal for me for this video was to give you a no foundation makeup look, but make it natural, make it wearable. This is good for going to school, work, errands, whatever you name it. So if you guys are interested in how I achieved today's look, then of course, just continue to watch. All right, so the first step is to start with your skin prep. So this is important. This is actually what makes a natural no foundation makeup look. So you want to start with really good skin prep. I mean, face wash, moisturize, prime, SPF, all of that good stuff. So I've already washed my face. My face is already clean and ready to go. So I'm going to go in with my moisturizer. And again, today is all drugstore products. So I'm going to be using all drugstore makeup today. So for my moisturizer today, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer. Now this moisturizer is really beneficial for all skin types. So dry, combination, oily. It says it right here on the packaging. So what it does is it moisturizes and nourishes the skin. It absorbs into the skin for a lightweight, non-greasy feel. So that is perfect for oily skin, especially because we don't want that excess sebum on our face. We want our face to be very lightweight. So if I were to recommend anything, is to go in with a really nice lightweight but hydrating moisturizer. All right, so we've already cleansed, we've already moisturized. Next, you want to go in with your SPF of the day. Now this is important if you're doing your makeup to go outside in the sun, if it's a daytime makeup look. But if you're doing a nighttime makeup look, you can skip the SPF because it's not needed in the night. I'm actually going out while filming this, so I'm not going to put on any SPF today, but I will recommend one. So if you're looking for a good SPF, the e.l.f. Invisible Sunscreen is a really good one. This is an SPF 35 sunscreen. It's water resistant and also blurs and primes. So you can actually use it as a primer and sunscreen in one, which is again, multi-benefit products. You cannot go wrong with those. And it's also, again, for all skin types, so dry, oily, combination skin. All right, so next you want to do is prime the skin. Now again, if you're using a multi-benefit product, you can skip this step. So if you use the sunscreen that I just recommend, you don't have to go in with a primer because that one acts as a primer itself. But if you didn't go in with SPF today, like I haven't, you will be going in with your primer next. Now for a no foundation makeup look, I would highly recommend using a gripping primer. So a really good one that is, again, for all skin types is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This has 4% niacinamide, and this just really helps to grip the makeup. So I'm going to use this as my primer today. And I'm just going to focus this really in my T-zone because that's where I'm going to be putting a lot of my products anyways. And I like that this really helps to minimize my pores. So really focusing it in my T-zone is what I like to do, but you're open to apply this all over. All right, sis, so the second step is to spot conceal instead of using foundation. So this is where we are creating our flawless base. Now the goal is to get everything to an even complexion, just as a foundation would, but obviously not using a foundation and using less product. So what I would recommend is a creamy concealer. A really good one is the LA Girl Pro concealers. These are an OG, one of my first concealers ever. I love that they have a wide range of shades to choose from. You can find one for your exact shade. So I definitely recommend these as a really good spot correcting concealer. So today I am going to be using the LA Girl Pro concealer. I'm going to be using it in the shade Espresso. Again, this is considered my perfect match. So the goal with spot correcting is to focus it in the areas that need it. So these areas are usually underneath your eyes, around your nose area, around your mouth area, or any blemishes on your face. If you do have redness and things like that, you can also spot correct those areas as well. So the goal, guys, is skin, not masking. So we want our skin to still look like skin. So I'm going to go in with this today, and to blend it out, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. concealer brush. This is the Flawless Concealer Brush. So this is the one that you use to blend out concealer. You can also go in with a damp beauty sponge. Again, heavy on the damp. You want to make sure that it's damp so that it's able to properly blend out your concealer. So I'm going to start with underneath my eyes because I know that area is dark and I want to conceal it. So I'm just going to apply a bit of that concealer. And what I love about this concealer is that it has an applicator right on the packaging. So that really helps to target the areas that you need to conceal. So taking my brush, we're just going to dab it into the skin until, of course, it disappears. So you can see that it literally blended into my skin while also concealing the dark under eyes. Now I also have dark eyelids, so I am going to put a bit of that concealer onto my eyelids as well, and then again just blend that out. And you can see, guys, I'm not using too much product. Again, a little goes a long way. We want our skin to still look like skin, so try to use as minimal product as possible. So I have a bit of areas on my forehead I want to conceal. And then we're going to move to around the mouth in a second. Working in sections really helps you to just take your time with blending and also not have it sitting on your face. That way it doesn't dry down and kind of get difficult to blend out. All right, so around my mouth, you guys can see I have a lot of hyperpigmentation going around this area. So I'm going to take the same concealer and we are just going to, again, spot correct. Let me know if you suffer with the same thing as me, like getting darkness around the mouth area. It's been something I deal with like my whole life, but let me know if this is something you struggle with, and let me know what you do to really combat that. I mean, sometimes I do have my good days. Some days it can be really bad, so if you have any recommendations, I would love to hear it. All right, so this step is crucial, guys. You want to make sure that you are just blending, making sure that everything is seamless. And you can see that my beauty marks here are still peeping out and showing. The goal is not to cover them or conceal them. All right, so just like that, I created a really nice even canvas. So now I'm gonna go in with the same concealer, but this concealer is about 2 shades lighter, 2 or 3. And I'm gonna use this only underneath my eyes to just really brighten the under eyes. You don't need to do this step. This step is optional, but for me, I like a nice bright under eye. So you can go in with a second concealer that is about 2 to 3 shades lighter. This is in the shade Fawn. So I'm just going to apply it literally right underneath the eye. And I'm not going in with a heavy hand because I'm not going for a full face look today. We're still trying to, again, make our skin look like skin. All I want to do is just really brighten the inner corner here. All right, so the goal for a very natural no foundation makeup look is to stick with cream or liquid products. So I want to bring back some warmth and some dimension to the skin. So I am going to cream contour, and this just adds a nice natural warmth to the skin. Again, this step is optional and you don't need to go in with a heavy hand for this either. You can also go in with a bronzer. So I'm just going to take my Maybelline lifter stick. This is in the shade 85. And we're just going to focus it in the normal areas we normally do. And then to blend out, I'm taking my e.l.f. contouring brush. You guys have seen this countless times. And all we're doing is blending this the same way we would if we had foundation on. So I'm just blending it into my hairline. And this product is very simple to blend out, so you won't be finding yourself blending for days with this product. And the goal with this is to make sure there's no harsh lines, so everything really needs to look like skin, guys. So taking the residue, I'm just gonna go on the sides of my nose. I'm not really gonna carve out my nose, but with the residue, you can literally just go down the sides of your nose and just lightly contour the nose. So I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancing Blush Balm. This is in the shade Sweet Violet. All right, so I'm just gonna add this on the apples of the cheek right above where I put that contour. And this is just gonna add a bit of color back to the skin. And then for brush, I'm gonna take my BK Beauty 110 brush. This is just a tapered, I believe it's a powder. I'm not sure what kind of brush it is. I'll leave it in the description box below, but this is what's gonna help blend out that blush. Anything tapered is what you wanna use. And by tapered, I mean all the bristles kind of point to the top. This just helps you keep the product in that specific area rather than a fluffy brush like this. You don't want to use something like this and blend out, or else your blush is everywhere. So tapered brush for blending out your blush. And all I'm doing is just blending this in. Again, you want it to blend into the skin. You don't want any harsh lines. All right, so the skin is pretty much done. There's one more step to the skin, but I'm going to just quickly move on to my brows. Now for brows, this is whatever you want to make it. For me, I feel like a really quick way to get your brows together is a brow gel. You guys know that I've just been loving brow gel. So I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal 24-hour brow lamination gel and just really kind of give me a nice fluffy finished brow. So all I'm doing is taking that product and just really dispersing it into my brows and brushing in an upward motion. And this is just going to give me some really natural fluffy brows. Lately, I've been actually keeping it fluffy. The goal for me is to just really keep my brows groomed. So this just really helps keep the makeup look at minimal effort as possible. All right, so next is your eyes. Now you want to keep your eyes minimal, so I would suggest going in with a mascara of any sorts. If you want to use eyeliner, I would recommend going in with a brown eyeliner so that it's not too harsh of a look. You still want to look natural and have that no foundation natural makeup look. So if you want to do liner, opt for a brown eyeliner. I'm not going to do liner today, but I am going to apply some lashes because I'm personally a lash girl. You guys know that. And of course, I'm going to be using my go-tos. These are the Ardell Wispy Lashes. So I'm going to quickly pop these on. In this case, you would go in with your mascara if you need to. All right, so I popped on my lashes, and just to finish up, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal mascara, and I'm just going to apply this to the bottom lashes. All right guys, so moving quickly back onto the skin, just to finish it up, you want to go in with either a translucent loose setting powder or a skin tone, a flesh tone, lightweight finishing powder. Now today I'm going to be using a finishing powder. Now what that is going to do is lightly set the face. This is especially good if you're oily to combination skin. Now, if you're dry skin, you can skip this because your skin is loving all of these cream products we've put on our face. You can skip to the next step, which is setting spray. But if you're oily or combination, this is where you want to go in with a translucent setting powder or a lightweight finishing powder. So today I'm going to be using the Black Radiance Soft Focused Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade Milk Chocolate. Now the goal with this is to go in with a really big fluffy brush because you want a lightweight finish. If you go in with something that's too dense, that's where you're packing on that powder and it's going to look not cakey, but it's going to visibly show on your skin that you are wearing makeup, when the goal is to have a nice natural skin-like finish. So I'm going to dip into that powder, dust off the excess, and I'm just going to lightly tap this specifically in the T-zone. So anywhere that you normally get oily, for me it's the sides here, my nose for sure. And I love this powder because it doesn't alter the makeup. You just lightly set everything in place. And whatever's left, I kind of go all around. Now for your under eye, to prevent the creasing from the concealer, just go back in with your concealer brush, dab it in to get rid of the creasing. Then you want to go in with your velour puff, dip into that powder just lightly, and then you just want to lightly set underneath the eye. Just like that. And you could do the same thing for the eyelid. I would actually do this step before moving on to the eyes, which I didn't do today, of course, but definitely do this powder step before moving on to your eyes and lips. So I'm just gonna set my eyelids as well so there's no creasing. All right, so last step is your lips. Now the goal again is natural lips. So opt for a tinted lip balm, a lip oil, a lip gloss, or any type of nude or rosy shade lipstick, just something very natural. Today I'm gonna go in with a lip oil. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil. This is in the shade Honey Talks. And I love this because it's very natural. It doesn't really alter the shade of my lips too much, and it gives me a nice glossy and hydrated lip. All right, so last but not least, you want to go in with a setting spray. Now, if you're oily skin, you want to go in with a natural finish, or if you're someone that's really oily, go in with a mattifying finishing spray or a long wear finishing spray. If you're dry skin, you want to go in with a dewy setting spray or a natural finish setting spray. So a good one for dry skin is the Makeup Revolution Super Fix Hydra Cool Dewy Setting Spray. Today, I'm actually going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist just to lock this all in place. All right, so that completes this no foundation natural makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.